We find ourselves at a tavern at the edge of the world. The bard sits with the adventuring party, tuning his instrument as they all look anxiously towards him, awaiting the next part of his story. Eventually, the bard finishes tuning and turns his eyes to the party. Ah, I see you are ready for the next part of our story, then. You seem to be on the edge of your seats, my friends. Very well. He begins to strum on his instrument as a magic fills the tavern space around the party and a cold air seeps in. Following our party taking out the great Sturkoller, they returned to Stillview, where Crag was confronted by his father, Sturker, who sought to bring resolution from their last blowout. He warned Crag that the Hernier did not look fondly upon them destroying Sturkoller. After Crag committed himself to his father's faith, his father left. Later that night, Brynja helped Crag's old apprentice move on by providing him a means to communicate with Crag, giving her a glimpse into the good she could do with her gift. With a sense of resolution, the party began their trek south, where during their travels, Morgan, using Reese as a focus, scryed in an attempt to locate the rest of the armor pieces. With some measure of success, the scrying pointed them across the seas, as well as to the giant's realm of Jotunheim. Continuing their travels, the party eventually crossed into the southern lands, where in the town of Palecrest, the Flarkir goddess Aetha confronted them. She warned them of Saeunn's offers, leaving one of her calling cards before departing. With the warnings in tow, Brynja and company made their way from one goddess to another, meeting with Saeunn in the Spekir's ivory tower. Brynja was offered 3 paths to free herself of the dagger, and when she chose to destroy it and risk sending her soul flinging into the abyss of the Methelveger, Saeunn declined to help, explaining she would not be the one to sentence Brynja to such a fate, confirming everything Aetha had said about the goddess. You find yourselves leaving the ivory tower. The initial cleric that helped escort you in to Saeunn's chambers rides the elevator with you. Eventually, you reach the door at the bottom, where they escort you out, and upon entering back into the open space above the city, they turn and they say, I apologize you weren't able to find what you were looking for, but know that this city is still hospitable to you. Feel free to stay as long as you wish. And they turn and head back into the tower.
Brynja hasn't said anything this whole time.
Do we just want to head to, like, the tavern or the inn where we were before, or?
Yeah, because we already bought rooms, yes?
No.
I think so.
No.
Oh,
You came
Oh, that's right. It was
straight
only
here.
for one night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight here.
Yeah.
That's right.
Let's get some rooms and gather our thoughts, yeah?
You make your way around the city looking for a place to rest. You come across 3 different options for taverns to stay. Given the size of the city, it seems as if there's plenty of places to drink. The first is a place called Worm's Bounty. It's this very pristine wooden building with this large skull of a dragon hanging off the front of it. It seems like there's a lot of mercenary types coming in and out of the place. Probably a space where a lot of people who work for coin tend to locate themselves. The next is the Arcane Brews and Booze. It is a little bit of a more run-down looking place with just a simple sign that's kind of hanging off of one of its posts. The letters themselves are very nice, and they even glow with this slight arcane energy to them. It doesn't seem like there's necessarily a whole lot of people here, but there's enough sound inside to know that it is open at least. And then the final is the Cordial Cask. It's this very fine stone building, seems very upscale, kind of like one of those fancy drinking places.
Which
I
is
think
which is the
Oh, go.
first we come upon?
Um, I don't know. Let's see. How about just roll me a d6. Tell me if it's 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6.
2.
2? It's Worm's Bounty, the mercenary one.
Brynja hasn't really said anything, but looking at Worm's Bounty, people coming to and from, she would start making her way there, or like walking towards it.
I'll follow.
Yeah, sure.
Same.
Okay. You make your way inside, and it's a fairly well-populated space. There's plenty of people kind of gathering around the tables, hushing and talking in hushed whispers to each other. You see off to one of the sides is this small little sand pit that's been built into the floor, a fighting ring of some kind, maybe.
Nice.
And then off to the very far right side, there's this big bounty board with all kinds of different postings from across the land. At the very back, you see this dwarven man, very stout, with the beard kind of like looped over his shoulder rather than hanging in front of him. Completely bald on top, graying in the beard.
Alright, so 5 still?
So,
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna go get us 5 rooms if they're available.
You make your way over, and the dwarven man kind of looks up to you. What you need?
5 rooms for the night, if possible.
You see him kind of like reach down, pick up a ledger, and look through it. Best I can do is 3.
Yeah, we'll go with that. We've roomed up before.
Right, 1 night,
Yeah,
5 gold pieces.
easy. And I'll go ahead and slap him on the counter.
He takes the gold and kind of slides it over the counter and then puts the keys out in front of you.
Cheers, mate.
Anything to drink or eat?
I'll reconvene with my mates and they'll be back in a bit if they want anything.
He just nods and goes back to cleaning one of the mugs.
And I'll head back to the group. They only have 3 available, so we'll have to figure out who's shacking up with who.
Fine by me.
fine.
Brynja's gonna walk up to the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
Hey
guess
there,
we'll
lass.
order.
What can I do for you?
It's the strongest thing you have.
Strongest. I see. He kind of thinks for a second, and he eventually returns with this bottle. Personal favorite of mine. Maybe I'm a little biased. Dwarven fire whiskey.
Is that smart?
Mm.
But we were sticking to sad drinks, love.
I've had a lot of losses today. Maybe one more is too much.
Losses. That's the way to put it.
Hey, can anybody use that sandpit?
Oh, sure. Just a fee of 2 silver.
Okay. I'm guessing no weapons permitted. But
What you get up to is your own business, as long as you don't kill anyone.
What? Well, how about this? You choose one of us, go in the ring with you. You win against them. We'll talk about it. Yeah? Let's not be hasty about big decisions like this.
Can I have him make a persuasion roll against me or something? She is like,
Yeah.
All right.
Say.
I rolled myself to see like, okay, how like what is she teetering, and I rolled a 1, and I'm like, okay, this is where I'm going here. So
Can I argue that he has like a bonus die, because I want Morgan to hit her with one of
I don't know.
I was.
What do you think, Brynja?
Please, mommy.
sure.
Don't
Because she
help
does.
him.
I was like, I was gonna
Her-
say something that might have helped a bonus.
All right,
go
I'll give
for
you.
it.
I'll give you a +1, Reese.
+1? Got it.
Yep.
Okay. Well, die
Against,
first.
like spirit or something, or
Um.
mommy, please, don't
have to match me.
I'm gonna say against smarts, Brynja.
Oh fuck you, lucky bitches.
Shit.
You're lucky I'm an idiot.
Yeah, no shit.
Because this is a judgment call.
My wild die rolled decent. 5.
11.
Oh.
My d6 exploded.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right.
The dwarven man behind the counter's like, I don't get why they're. Well, I can't say I blame them for trying to dissuade you. It's 75 gold for this bottle, anyways.
She closes
But what
her
about
eyes
the drink?
and breathes out. Because that just made her want it even more.
Cannot hear you.
Did not even.
Bella, try not to scream. Okay. Doggies.
She insults
Okay.
him in gibberish,
Oh,
her
but-
native tongue.
Sorry, that is my native tongue. I'm gonna say, me picking someone isn't fair. I don't want to punch Morgan. That would be an easy win.
What?
No offense.
We're fighting each other?
He gets to choose one, but maybe it's best that Morgan chooses then, since Morgan's disqualified by options.
I think Morgan will have a shot.
No.
Yeah, how tall is Morgan?
He's like 5'8".
Okay, so we're not too like.
He's
Yeah.
pretty
Just a-
short.
I'm just a little. I'm taller than you by a couple inches.
Which don't matter.
Unless you want to just call it good and we'll go.
Before we
What?
get anybody fighting anybody, you've been doing so well so far. Do you really want to throw that away?
Part of the whole thing was so that I could finally do what she wanted, and
Right, part of it.
Look, it is ultimately your decision. You get to make this choice. I don't think any of us would think any less of you if you did. I would just hate to see you throw away your progress. That's all I'm saying.
Agreed.
Do you have any
Accurate.
peanuts?
I'll just take a water.
The dwarf
One
shrugs
for me as well.
and puts the bottle back away. And fills up some glasses with water, and then also reaches down below the counter and just gets a little bowl, drops some peanuts in it.
Now, what?
Stress eat.
In the shell, I eat the whole shell.
Christ.
Crap.
Jesus.
Morgan is stress eating.
Now,
Fair.
in terms of food, we do want something very nice, and we want to make it worth your time for us to be here. So, what's the best thing you can serve right now?
I was going to ask, what is there a house specialty? Is there? I don't know. We're not from here.
Well, if you want something fancy, you gotta go over the cordial cask. Those pricks. Yeah, at least they can cook a meal. But we do have some stuff around here. Stews, I can do some large roasts. Oh, broccoli cheddar bread bowls. We have those.
I do like. What is this, Panera?
Panera for mercenaries.
Yeah, Panera.
Fair. I don't know about you all, but I want to try this broccoli bowl. Yeah.
I'll take a roast.
I'll trade you a bite of the broccoli, the broccoli bowl, for a bite of the roast, because that sounds amazing.
Deal.
Do it all family style.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Pass the bone around.
I'll say for all of it, it's 5 silver.
I got you.
Sick. Thank you.
Thank you.
It takes a little
show
bit.
him, like the bowl. I'm just like, are these bottomless?
Bottomless peanuts.
Oh my god.
They're bottomless in your bowl until we get to the bottom of my bowl.
Not fair.
This man.
Now he's gonna be thinking about that for the next 5 minutes.
Yeah. Or it's like that lady doing the math. That
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
Anticipating that we are going to be absolute fucking menaces in this bar, I'm just going to very discreetly slide this man 5 gold. And I'm going to tell him, keep the change. Go ahead and keep the change. This is preemptive.
If I fucking had that drink, I'd be a real fucking mess.
Not gonna be setting anything on fire, are you?
That I can promise. We will not.
no
Yours-
fires.
Right. Then
No
as long
fires.
as my inn
Every-
doesn't burn down, I don't give a shit. And he takes the gold.
Your inn will remain intact. That I can promise.
It takes a little bit, but eventually he comes out with all the food, kind of balancing all of it on his arms and sets it down on the table in front of all of you. Well, hopefully you enjoy the bread bowl. It's a halfling recipe from the Shire just down south of here. One of my cousins was able to weasel his way into one of their elders getting it to him.
Oh. Much obliged.
And he kind of pats you on the
Like-
shoulder, Crag. Good to see another dwarf down here.
Yep. What are you
Yes,
What are you doing?
fellow.
down south?
Soot in the wind and all that. Just where I landed.
I understand that more than you could possibly think.
And he nods. Well, enjoy. And he heads off.
Look over at Reese's food. What is that?
Had a bread bowl.
Bread-
Yeah, what does it look like now that it's in front of
Very-
us?
Breads don't seem like very effective bowls. Can't you just use like a bowl?
No,
Well, I
this is-
imagine-
you could eat it.
Yeah.
But there's things in the bowl. Why would you want to eat?
Because you know how bread can absorb stuff. This is a harder bread, so it takes longer for it to like absorb. But We should have gotten you one. What did you order? Because this is
I
something
didn't
that
have
needs to
time to order anything. God moved really quickly.
Oh,
You ever
I
dip
assumed you put
bread
it in
your
order.
soup?
It was 1 silver for each person.
Also, I didn't know what to order, and I got decision paralysis, and so I just let everything happen. And I'm like, this is good.
I
So
feel
I mean,
like
I feel like we essentially got one of everything, so we've just got like
Yeah.
a family fucking meal going on here. So
I-
take your fucking
Honestly,
pick, man.
To be totally honest, I feel like, because I was thinking this at the time, can Morgan be like, do you have nuggets?
oh, jeez. Where's the
Do
kids'
you have
meal?
Do you have a kids menu?
At a bar.
Like, gold?
I mean, not necessarily, just like, like, help.
I feel like we ordered like a couple. I feel like we ordered like 2 roasts or something, and one of them I'll cut up into smaller
He's
pieces
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
The food itself it's definitely not the best food you've ever had, but it's far from the worst. It's
I'm
it's
stress
good.
eating,
It
man.
hits the
This is
spot. I
heavenly.
mean, it's warm. Like,
Good enough.
We teach you about the bread bowl, and the whole, especially the best part is the
Yes.
top and
Eating the
scooping
bread.
And
Yes.
What?
yeah.
Yeah.
Julian
I
actually
definitely-
doesn't know what a bread bowl is in real life.
You've
It's-
never
it's-
had a bread bowl? Oh my
Wait, you've
God.
never
Okay.
had a bread bowl?
The crust outside of the bread.
Okay,
you basically
save
hollow
this
it
for
out.
break. Save this for break. We're gonna
Okay,
go off the
okay,
rails.
okay,
We got
It's delicious.
Anyway.
Brynja definitely, even though she ordered the
I will send
roast
you a
and is
picture.
mostly eating the roast, she definitely will be snagging a few bites of the bread, especially after he mentions that it's a Shire recipe, and she's kind of, she wants to compare from what she remembers.
it's pretty damn good in comparison. The South definitely does grain a whole lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm assuming it's not great, but how are we all feeling?
I could need more peanuts.
That's fair.
No, you.
This is
you
where we
summed it up
actually.
perfectly.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying this is where we actually find out Morgan has a peanut allergy, but
Oh no!
Oh.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Get fucked, Morgan.
I was actually thinking that the second he ordered peanuts, I was like, oh, we just find out he's allergic to peanuts.
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Sai, go ahead.
No, you're good. It was funny. No, I think you pretty much summed it up. Not great.
Sorry for dragging you all this way for nothing.
Need I repeat what I said before, love? And I'm sure the rest of everyone else shares the sentiment too.
Sorry, I'm just watching Morgan have a freaking attack, like
Yeah.
panic.
Just shoveling peanuts into his mouth.
It's getting worse as the afternoon goes on.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
the adrenaline is wearing off, and you are increasingly.
Yeah. Yeah. Would talking about it help Morgan, or I don't know how to help you at this point. 'Cause you've ate at least 5 handfuls of peanuts in the past 10 minutes.
We're going for a record.
You realize you're supposed to crack open the shell?
What?
Going to. That's a lot of fiber you're consuming, my friend,
You're gonna shit so hard.
and not in a good way.
No.
You're not gonna feel good after.
Hit. And Reese just holds her hand out to the motherfucker. Give me a peanut, I'll show you. Just one. I'll give it back. And I'll show him how to take the outside peel out.
I keep forgetting Reese has a new body.
Yeah.
Why would you do
Also-
that?
Don't eat the
just
shell.
just eat
It
these
has all the
bits.
flavor though.
No,
No.
eat these
No,
and
that's
see
not-
how it
No.
Trust me, it
tastes.
does not.
I
There.
think you're mistaking where the flavor comes from. It's not the shell.
Oh, it's a lot easier to eat actually.
Do you still want the bits that I took out, or do you just want to eat them like that now?
Maybe I'll save them for later.
Okay, I'll just put the ones I discarded on a napkin and slide it back over.
And so then I just like try to crack the peanuts by just.
So then, what is the next step? What are we doing, or where are we going from here? What do we want to do from here?
The library might be the next best alternative.
Accurate. There's also the tower, which Morgan was interested in. If anyone might know how to...
I would rather this
Rectify
than
ya.
the library.
Yeah, if anyone knows how to rectify your situation, it's somebody who was studied in the arcane for a good long while, yeah?
Saeun's daughter.
Mm.
The
She would even
Saeun's daughter.
Well, do we know that she's still there? Because even if she's not, the knowledge should still be there. I'm more just weighing every option we have, seeing which one you like best.
Well, which one is closer? Because if one is on the way and we don't get answers from one, we can go to the other.
That's
I
fair.
believe the tower is actually decently closer. Am I right?
So right now, from where you are, the tower is like about here in the clouds.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, just keep the rim of this canyon in mind.
Yeah.
Is everyone here, by the way, on roll 20? Before I
No,
switch?
I'm
I
looking
knew
at
I
it.
was
Okay.
getting it right.
Okay,
That's
okay.
what I forgot. I knew I was forgetting something, and
Mm-hmm.
now I know what it was.
So, like, in here is where the tower is?
Yeah, I'll swap maps once everyone's here, so you can kind of see the all-around map too.
I am
Yeah.
here.
Okay. And then
I'm almost
just
here.
need-
It's loading. It's
Oh,
loading.
faster!
Ah, go away! I don't care about what's new.
And I always see.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay, yeah, just keep the rim of this canyon in mind.
Okay.
Let me drag you over to Allrun. I should
Good
probably
drag.
show stream. That would be the kind thing to do.
I would think so.
So
They don't need to know.
there's the keep right there that you saw on the other map.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so there's
Ah.
the tower. There's Allrun.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
so
the
yeah,
tower would
the
be-
tower is a good chunk closer.
So long as we don't mind
Closer, but it would.
canyoneering.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Either.
It's closer, but it's more difficult to get to.
You can also, if you decided to go to Allrun first, the Canyon Watch Keep right here does have a shortcut down. You can also
Okay.
walk all the way around to the north to where it's actually flat, and then come down from that
I
way.
could honestly. I could probably get us down a canyon.
Yeah. You
If
threw
we
a
huddle
mountain
up-
at a man. You could get us down a rock
I didn't
face.
throw a mountain at a man. I threw a man at a mountain. Get it right.
You did both.
I don't remember that one. I truly don't. Anyway, I
Yeah.
can get us down a canyon.
As you're in the middle of planning, Reyna,
Oh,
you feel a burning pain on your arm.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah.
Let me just accidentally swap over to my Google Drive and show stream the entirety of my session notes.
Quick, everyone take pictures.
Guys.
Screenshot.
Everyone, take pictures.
Take screenshots right now. Go.
Metagame, metagame.
Metagame. Sorry. It spells out on your arm, in the painful cuts, Galti. I'll send that.
Thank you.
How visible is
Oh,
Ray's
that'd be
pain?
anyone paying
Oh,
attention to Reyna.
Anyone
you'd
even
absolutely see it.
vaguely looking like she's trying really hard to like stay focused on, but like she's in pain. She's not having a good time right now.
I spelled the name correctly for once.
Yeah.
Nice.
You doing alright?
I'm getting a new target. One moment.
Okay.
This name means not okay. Okay, I'm fine. I'm gonna reach into my pack and grab my fucking bandages and start wrapping up my arm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing this name is familiar to none of us.
Correct.
Sick.
Not my third cousin, Galti.
Oh? Guess we gotta do some information gathering before we can leave. Though this seems like a perfect place to start.
We could do a breakfast cider.
We could.
Wait, what time it is it?
Right now it's pretty late at night.
A dinner
Yeah.
cider.
God damn it.
If you want.
Why don't we take tonight to sleep on it and think? Today was a lot. And we can reconvene tomorrow?
Who's everyone
Okay.
rooming with, by the way?
That's a good question. There are only 3.
I have some pretty vivid nightmares from time to time. So if someone
I'm
is
aware.
a light sleeper, I wouldn't be a good person to room with. Actually, they've been getting worse. I'm sure I've woken a couple of you up accidentally.
I do not mind.
I'm a fairly heavy sleeper.
Same.
I'm not. I'm sorry.
That's fine. That's why I said it.
Morgan, do you want to
And
take
I
a room
fart.
to yourself?
Wait, what?
Would you like
Since
one
we
of
have
the
3
rooms?
rooms, do you want the room to? Do you want the a room? Just yourself?
Yes, me and Arthur can make the place homely.
Okay. So. So Morgan and Arthur. All right, that's one.
What?
I mean, I don't really care. We can just roll the dice or draw straws or something. I don't know.
Why don't we have Reese and Brynja be roomies for, and then you and me, Craig?
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Well, we spent some time in your head. Might as well make it official roomies now.
Yeah. Yeah. If anyone will deal with my outbursts, you've already experienced most of it, so...
We'll make it work.
Julian.
You just do a shadow clone jutsu? What the fuck?
Yes, that was a shadow clone jutsu. You got me. You got me. And I'm barking again.
Borf.
That's your stomach going to reap havoc on you for eating like 5 fistfuls of full peanuts.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's
are
Morgan's
going to
stomach
be-
revolting to
It's
the
a
bowl.
major
be-
colon.
You're gonna be constipated for 3 days,
Yeah.
and then it's gonna
Good
be a
fucking luck,
literal
my
shit
guy.
show.
Avalanche.
Oh, fuck.
Anyway,
I'm not asking.
Nor should you.
I don't want to know.
No.
All right. Is there any conversations or anything that needs to occur once everyone retreats to the rooms?
Before we head out, before we leave the table, Bernia's just gonna say, I want to thank you all. Not just being there, but for... Not many people would speak up to a god like that for someone. And I just want you to know I never expected that of any of you, but I really appreciate it. And another reason, I've been afraid of a lot of things my whole life, and losing you, I don't want anything to happen to you. Especially if I'm the cause. But thank you.
Of course.
You do the same for us, right?
You literally did the same for me.
So,
It wasn't fair what she did, or what she was trying to do.
No.
And this,
I hate to catch her during a new moon.
Which is precisely
But
why we should make our stay here short.
I'm partially against even being here tonight.
Mm.
it is too late, we have to. But as someone who didn't get the choice, I didn't want that to happen to you.
thank you. And knowing that a few months ago I might have taken her up on her offer, but after everything, I've felt I've had something always telling me, like, not giving me a choice. Something tethering me from their duty to my tribe, duty to my parents, duty to the dead. Running from that, guilt over that. Ways doing things for other people in a way that I don't know what I'm saying. It just it was very naive of me to think that after everything she would offer to help.
with no strings attached. I knew there was something that she would ask. She wouldn't do something without... I thought maybe she would just tell me to go home and do what I'm supposed to do and be the good listener that I'm supposed to be. But it was foolish of me to think it could have been that easy. But after having the choice of my soul taken from me once, the thought of handing it over to someone else, let alone... I don't care which god. Fakir. Or northern, southern, Hernir, Spekir. The only one I want to judge my soul is you, the Valkyrie, not a single individual.
Well, hopefully I personally will never have to do it.
Not going to lie, I'm a bit worried. The thought always goes through my head when you get a new temporary tattoo, considering
Trust me, the thought has crossed my mind as well. And I am... Doesn't matter. None of this is about me, it is about what we can do. If there's anything we can do to help you.
Another thing is, I meant what I said, this dagger shouldn't belong to anyone. I don't care whose hands it was in, even if she wanted to use it for what we would consider good. It doesn't feel right. Not something that binds a soul. It just feels... Well, I know how it feels. It's wrong. And if I have any say in it, I want it gone, even if that means...
Hopefully it will not come to that.
Make that our last option. We'll find a way.
Who knows, maybe it's just a matter of giving Morgan time.
Yeah.
What?
He's a smart kid, he could probably figure something out.
Oh yeah.
I want to try.
Yeah.
Pressure,
Honestly, with the amount of power you've exerted so far, I wouldn't put it past you.
I'm not really...
Well, that is why we are checking out our options, yes?
Yeah.
The tower, the library...
Tower first.
More ammo for Morgan.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I'll try. I want to.
Thank you. And I'll try my best to keep my head about me and not try to brag again. I'm so sorry about what happened the other day.
Don't apologize. I understand.
We all have our moments, love. Hell, I left you high and dry at your worst fucking moment when an entire army of souls was going after you. And I didn't even consult you on it beforehand. We all make mistakes. It's just a matter of learning from them and doing twice-fold better in the future, yeah?
Yeah. Sorry, my dog is.
Yeah.
I know what you mean, Bridget.
Totally.
Yeah. Yes.
Mom, you're not selling it. You're not
No, Mom. This is
Act
how you
better.
Oh.
Just his dogs in the back. Cut!
Cut.
Cut.
Yeah.
Again.
Take it from the top.
Amateurs. Amateurs. Amateurs.
Tears. We need tears.
Alright. Just had a lot of fuck ups my whole life. Most of my life have been fuck ups. I thought by finally going to her, I would maybe start patching up one of those fuck ups, but
Was it really a failure for you, or was it a success, really? You're still here. I still think you're okay.
yes,
Maybe you did
Yes,
more than you thought.
And you've still helped people using that gift.
She
It's
helped
only a
me.
I think seeing what I could do for you, Crag, and even when you up and took a little jaunt to you know where. I think I could take anything from this. There is, I don't know if it's closure or the opposite. I've always tied this ability, this gift, this sight to Saeunn. And now that I'm nothing to her anymore, it almost freeing.
As a self-taught practitioner, no one gave me my magical ability. It simply was, and it always was, and it was a part of me. Maybe Saeunn didn't give you anything. Maybe you just are the way you are.
Maybe. I mean, I look over to Reyna. Meeting your Einar opened my eyes to more other people who have this. I mean, I know what I was told with my tribe, but we are very small. And I don't know. I've broken a ancient tradition by fucking off. And now I really can't go home anymore. I can't. I guess they're officially exiles.
Well, don't we all have a new one now? I just got my first.
True. You always have a home in Frostland.
Mm-hmm.
Also, my dad once talked about, well, he would talk about a lot how he was never, before he started traveling, he wasn't as good of a hunter as when he started. Learning from different kinds of people, he said, what was the word? It rounded him out. Maybe it's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
still feel like if I think about it and open myself up, can I still feel like I still have the ability to sense the dead? Like
Yes.
that wasn't, yeah, okay. Feel like I would feel if that was cut.
absolutely.
That would be a jarring experience. Okay. I think you're very right, Morgan. And I think growing up and being told that a certain path had to be followed, certain duties, all those negative feelings about this gift, and all of that time to Saeunn. That's not it anymore. I'm not going to shy away from it anymore. I'm not going to. Thank you for keeping me from my lapse. I don't want to lose the progress, especially after, and I look at Crag, what we were able to accomplish. I'm not going to do that for her, my father, for my tribe. I'm going to do it for me. I'm going to do it for me.
Good.
I think I've stopped aggressively peanut eating.
God, I hope so.
Good.
For your sake.
For your stomach's sake.
This made me feel better.
I agree.
Good.
We've been we're now on the radar of multiple gods. And the fact that we're still breathing, I think, honestly, says a lot more about us than about that.
Why is that?
Maybe they know something we don't.
Oh, they do.
Because I think if they actively target us, whether in private or in public, because if we were such a threat, she could have taken us out in the privacy of her own realm up there.
Well, I saw the goddess of the hunt do terrible things to some stranger for stealing something from her house.
Hmm.
And Raina and I just were really vocal. And I have a hard time believing a goddess would take that well.
See how it
why are we
shakes
still
out in time.
breathing?
That might just be a bridge we have to cross if and when we get to it.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't know
They-
enough.
Honestly, if she wanted to use me as a weapon or, as an appendage for her, it could still be of use in some way. They just haven't thought of it yet, or... No.
If
I
only there
don't
was a
know.
way to know more. And I look at Raina. Surreptitiously.
Okay. I was like, what?
Either way, I'm done with being some god's plaything. Done with it.
We head for the tower in the morning.
For the tower in
I
the
think
morning.
so. I think
Do we need to check of who this
Galtius first before we leave?
I was going to say, I think at least I need to do a little recon in the morning, but
If you need help, I
If-
can.
Agreed.
Just finding if you need help at all, of course.
well, I know next to nothing. All I have is a name, so like I said, I'll ask around in the morning, and if it seems like we're heading out of town anyway, well, then we're heading out of town anyway.
Are there like wanted posters on the boards that are in here?
Oh,
Oh yeah, there's a bounty board, isn't there?
Okay,
There's
Yeah,
a
I'm
lot.
gonna
Can
I'm gonna
I go
look for-
check? Can I take a
Yeah,
quick
and
look
point
at the
at
bounty
that.
board?
that would be a good place to start.
Galt.
There-
Hmm.
There is no name that appears that matches the
So-
one on your arm.
Cool,
Most
cool.
of the bounty
Oh.
board items are actually... There's actually very few humanoids. It's mostly all like monsters and stuff.
Okay.
Nice.
Beasts and whatnot.
Well, I suppose if we ever are in need of coin, we know where to come back.
Fair enough. We could put some feelers out in the morning, see what we can find out, at least get a direction, hopefully.
Yeah.
Huh?
In the meantime, we should get some rest.
Accurate.
Yeah. I'm gonna head up to whatever we have designated as rooms.
I'll toss a key to Crag and Morgan.
Almost got it, buddy.
Next time.
Unless there's any other conversations you'd like to happen once you all retreat to your rooms.
Before,
Like to do one
oh.
thing, yeah. No, but you go first. You go first.
I was just gonna say, as we're like getting settled into bed, Reese sleeps on the floor. As we're getting ready for bed,
I do that,
Reese, Reese will just be like, "You mentioned feeling like an outcast now. Speaking as one person feeling displaced from people they care about to another. You don't have to be in the position of that kid that we let loose in the woods to have to hear the words that we told him. You have a chance to begin again.
Fucking suck. Think I can truly try and do that now. After facing her. I want to I want to try and talk to someone. I don't know if it will work, but maybe. So just a heads up. If that's okay, if you don't mind. I don't mind you being here. I'm gonna like. Is there like a place where like a window or something and like or put a candle?
Yeah.
I just want to try and like sit in a spot. And I'm actually gonna take the two necklaces that Crag had made me, one to represent me and one to represent my brother, and kind of have them out and hold them. And I'm gonna try really hard to open up and Mama, Mama, I need to talk to you. Please. Please, are you there?
Make me a spirit roll. This will be a little bit harder than your usual standard success.
Yeah. Okay. Come on. Fuck it, I'm using a Benny. Four.
4.
Four.
You get no response. No apparition, no voice, nothing. There is just this very slight, comforting warmth that you get, but that's the extent of it.
Feeling that comfort, that warmth. You know, Brynja's gonna choke back a sob, because a lot of the emotions that have come through the night. Sure.
Missed it, sorry. You kind of cut
Yeah.
off.
I can't reach her. And she's just gonna put her head in her hands.
Good time. You can always try again.
The one want to. The one person I need to see. Last time it was I was too drunk to get in contact, and now the one person I know I've disappointed so much.
Give it another try another night, yeah? One attempt to reach out doesn't mean that's always gonna be.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Try to go to bed.
Night falls. Sleep comes to most of you. Eventually, the morning arrives. Reyna, how would you go about looking for information on this name?
Honestly, I would probably start with the bartender, because they probably talk to the most people, and just straight up ask if anybody with that name has passed through, or if they've talked to.
Galti. Aye, he's one of the retired professors from the College of Monstar. I think he moved up down south near River's Edge, just on the outskirts of the town.
What can you tell me about them?
Not much, honestly. I never was any of their students over there. Not magically inclined, you see.
Fair enough. I'm a professor at the college. Well, maybe That might be a better place to start then. But, thank you. Appreciate it.
Sure.
And, once everybody's, like, up and awake and we're good to go, I will noodles that.
Hey. Well, if we want to deal with that first, that might mean that the tower will have to be the second stop.
Hold on, I'm looking at the map.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's way.
Ooh.
Yep. Unless we want to go with the original plan and just instead cut through the Shire on the way back and just take the original route.
Yeah, because that would, if you took the Shire, that path that led up to the clouds, it crosses right there. Nope, sorry, I lied. Right there.
We just busted our asses to try and find answers for me. We have a direction. As long as I don't use this dagger, I can hold out longer. Hopefully. We don't want to anger your bosses by taking too much time, because who knows how long it will take us to do whatever we do.
I could check out the tower on my own.
No.
I'm very quickly on my own. I have some tricks up my sleeve.
I have to go there too, though.
Oh, never mind.
And we
I was gonna
don't
say
know
two
what's
birds in
there.
one stone.
We don't know what's there, though.
Yeah.
We don't know who's living there. We don't know who's occupying it.
Mm.
I say it'll take longer, but I say we take care of.
I'm sorry,
Nice.
Odin, give me the name of the academy, the school that the dude is retired from.
College of Mornstar.
College of Morns. Which I'm guessing is in Mornstar.
Correct.
Okay. Wow, imagine that.
It's actually an Alaron, sorry.
Ah, shit. Because I am more interested in going to the college first. I would rather get more information,
See what capabilities he might have.
see what he's capable of, and what this possible crime might be. Just then I know what to expect. If it follows the pattern of them serving Flakier, might help me to know who he might have been studying or who he might have gotten mixed up with.
Fair. It's not a bad strategy. Do you need company for that?
I might, simply because who knows if they'll just let me in anywhere. But
Is this just a like general college, or is there a specific study here? Because if it's magic,
this is supposedly for magic.
Well, if they won't just let you in, then perhaps Morgan could help on that front.
What? How?
Well,
You're
if
human.
they,
And you have magic.
No,
I
sons
was
of magic.
more leaning on the magic side.
You want me to be a student?
Huh.
I mean, you just said you're self-taught, but it's a college.
It's more if they want to be gatekeepy, then they'll be less so with someone who has potential.
I can try.
Unless we
Wh-
all
whatever I
just
can
want to
do.
go.
I can do this if needed.
Well, I'm sure we'll see once we get closer.
What do students even dress like?
I mean, the college is here, isn't it?
Yeah.
We can go
Yeah.
see.
Is your college town also run by a deity?
City. So I mean,
So yes.
there's gonna be a
no, but
college.
yes.
Then yeah.
Yeah. I think the deity just depends on which college it is.
What's this
For
one?
example,
College of
UCSB.
bitches.
I'm gonna say, for instance, UCSB, Dionysus, because it is an Isla Vista, and Isla Vista is.
Hell.
Whew.
I feel like
Honestly-
Squad was Eris.
That sounds correct. That sounds very correct.
Before we get off topic.
Yes. Well,
Guess
Is
we'll just
there
go
any-
and see.
The sooner we can get out of here.
yeah.
My thoughts exactly.
Especially since we don't want to overstay our welcome, so.
You make your way out into the city. It doesn't take too long before you're able to get pointed off towards the direction of the college. Eventually making your way there, you see this massive stone-like fortress built at the top with these incredibly jagged but finely crafted spires that reach up to the sky. The college itself just sits at the very base of the cliff beneath where the ivory tower is. So looking up, you can see the ivory tower about 100 feet or so up. Making your way to the college initially, there's a first set of gates, and upon stepping in, you find yourself in this very small, like processing room, almost like a waiting area of a sorts. There's another set of doors on the other side, and there's a few people in this space of particular note. Behind one of the counters off to the side, you see this light elven woman who's kind of in the middle of rifling through some paperwork on her desk. Seems to be the greeter, as it were. Oh, hello. How can I help you?
Brynja
were
looks
hoping to-
super uncomfortable, just kind of standing in the back.
Yeah, right.
Just like-
This far.
We
Hi
were
there,
hoping
we're-
to
I
find.
think we got this far. Okay.
I'll wait. I'll be like, hi, we're all part of our family, and we're scouting out schools for our son, and he's gonna point to Morgan.
Yes.
We were hoping that we could get a campus tour.
Go ahead and make me a persuasion roll. I'll give you a +1 for it.
Brilliant.
You brilliant bastard.
What is this lineage? Actually, don't tell me. Morgan's gonna figure it out himself.
That's a 6.
A 6. Oh, how exciting! You don't see families this joint so often anymore. Yes, absolutely. Let me see. Great. Yeah, I got some free time on my schedule right now. Let me see if I can get a cover, and I'll grab the keys, and I'll take you on a tour. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sounds lovely.
It doesn't take her
She
too
lea-
long. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, just when she leaves, I just lean down to try to smooth. Morgan is just like,
It's that fucking math meme of like the woman with all of the.
I'm going to college.
Eventually, she comes
Does
back.
Morgan even know what college is?
Kind of. Prison.
Eventually, she comes back with a set of keys and someone else tailing her who takes a seat at her desk. And she kind of walks over to the open set of doors, and you see her unlock a physical lock and then wave her hand, and you see the shimmer as something over the doors fades, and then the doors open up. Right this way.
Follow suit.
Yep.
You follow her immediately into this fairly large courtyard that is magnificently well kept. Sculptures everywhere, water fountains, well-trimmed bushes, and other foliage in the space. You see all manner of students walking to and fro, dressed in these fine robes. Most of them are kept kind of within like the gray to blue range of differing varieties. A lot of them kind of walking to and fro have books underneath their arm. You see some that don't have any at all, and then others with instruments or things of that nature on their sides or backs. It seems that this college is not pandered specifically to just wizards.
Okay.
She kind of steps in and turns around. Well, welcome to our courtyard. This is an open space for all our students where they're able to get fresh air, participate in rec activities and other student activities that'll come up throughout the year. We have different like rallies that we like to do. We have this firework night later in the year as well. That's a lot of fun to attend. We have, of course, behind me is the main building in which a lot of our staff resides. That would be where like the Archmage sits, as well as a lot of the other professors. Their offices are up there in their free time. And then off to my left and right, and she kind of motions, and you see kind of this concentric set of walls and a multitude of doors. Each of those are different wings leading to areas that are dedicated specifically to each of the different schools of magic. So whatever you find a focus in, we have something for you to learn.
So there are multiple programs then? There's not.
Oh, absolutely.
This is going to this is going to seem a bizarre question, and I'm very sorry. We're not necessarily from Mornstar, but while we are looking at a bunch of different, there is one professor in particular whose name we have come across, but we don't really know much else. What was it? Galti?
Oh, Professor Galti. Yeah, he retired about a year ago.
Okay.
He had tenure with the university for quite some time. I think it was longer than I've been alive.
What did he teach? We've heard his name around the block as we were looking at different colleges.
He taught a lot of different varieties of courses, but one of his areas that he particularly liked to teach and was a specialist in was conjuration.
Okay.
Makes sense why this one took a liking to him.
Huh?
Sorry.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, he's been researching conjuration a bit more in recent years, and did a bit of his own research in what schools he wanted to check out. And Galti came up. He hadn't told us much, but we wanted to at least see what all the hubbub was about.
Clearly, the
Of
reputation
course.
was earned if he had tenure for so long.
Yeah, I'm afraid there's not a whole lot of well-established colleges around Nyrverold. So, why go to another when you're at one of the best?
I give Morgan a good like looks like a reassuring just like pat, but it's a little like a smack like you just
Shut up.
like,
I get it. I was nervous when I was looking for schools too. It's totally fine. Anyways, is there somewhere in particular I could show you? Anywhere you're interested in? I know you said you'd like to get a little bit more into conjuration. Maybe I can take you over to that wing, or maybe I can take you to meet some of the professors.
Sure.
Yeah, let's go to the conjuration wing.
Yeah.
Doesn't that sound
okay.
exciting, Bubby? And he'll
Yep.
pat on the shoulder.
Oh my god! I actually genuinely can't tell who you're talking to right now. Were you talking to Morgan?
You, Morgan.
Yes.
You're the child.
I feel like that's the same way for Morgan. Morgan doesn't know who Craig is talking to right now.
I'm also thinking that this person is confused as fuck because I said our kid and there's 4 of us.
Yeah. Oh, we're
I was trying to do the math. I'm like, who,
Guess the
who?
connection.
What's our story? I'm just like,
If they
Don't
are,
worry about it.
they ain't asking questions.
It was just like
uh,
possible new
Craig.
alumni, money. Let's
Yep.
just
Craig
go
does
with
that.
that.
Yeah, there you go.
I just go, sure, mom.
This lady's gonna be talking about this shit on her like
We
as
are
soon
going
as
to
we're
be
gone.
a story for
As
her for
soon
a
as
very
we
long
leave.
time.
She just gives like one of those customer service smiles and turns and starts walking
Yup.
towards the conjuration
Yup.
wing.
I know
Smile.
it
In her head, it's like, nope,
will. What
Like-
the fuck?
saving this
You know how
for later.
awful it is being a character who can't do this very well. You know what the pain I'm in right now.
Julian, expert level bullshitter. Morgan?
No.
She brings you over the conjuration wing, and as you walk in, she starts to give you kind of like facts about the space. Well, besides the windows and the stones that make up the actual structure here, any object you see in this wing was actually conjured by either one of our professors or our students as an object to be here in the space, both as part of their practice and their studies and just training their skills further. Over here on the left, this room is dedicated specifically towards the conjuration of objects. Over here on the right, we deal a little bit more with summoning like more of the protectors, the magical allies, as you'd say. Let's see, and then back in this wing, we have a little bit more of kind of a mix between the conjuration and the enchantment schools, where we first have our students conjure items, and then they work with some of the enchantment professors to put enchantments on those items to make them magical. And she just keeps going.
I'm not gonna make you like bullshit an entire campus tour. Is
Yeah.
there any information
suck.
she
You're
just
doing
like
great.
says?
Holy shit.
You're doing great. No, you're
Yeah.
killing it. As a former campus tour guide, you're killing it. But like, does she like give any info that would maybe give any like insight into this guy, or does she like ever mention him again, seeing as like this was sort of his area that he taught?
She does bring up that Professor Galti had a particular fondness for the class about summoning magical allies.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Well-
good to know.
While she's doing her spiel and Raina's getting info and stuff, can I take a look around? Do I see? I'm looking for like pictures. You know,
Yeah.
looking
doing
for
the exact
something
same.
with his name on it.
I
You
gotcha,
know,
I
just
gotcha.
It-
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
doing the same thing, and like if we pass any area with like books, I'm looking for maybe anything he wrote.
Okay.
I'm looking for like an old office or something like that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, so I'm alone with this lady?
No, we're
No, we're all
we're
there.
just-
We're all
all
walking
just
alongside
looking.
with
we're
this.
just trying to. Those are the things we're looking for. We're trying to like just focus on instead of just the. Yeah.
Thank you.
No. We're in
Morgan is just trying not to get crushed by social anxiety, and everyone else is like actually investigating.
Yeah.
So socially, yes, you are left alone with this lady.
Honestly, you're playing the
Incredible.
part really well. Of,
Yeah.
Of just nervous school.
Yep. This is acting right here.
Can I have the 4 of you make me notice rolls, please?
I can do that.
Got you.
Always forget what's
Well,
my notice.
I lost one die, but one exploded, so give me a second.
Where?
4.
Let's see if the wild die. Nope, this exploded.
I'm just trying to notice
Uh,
my feet moving in front of each other.
8.
8. Okay.
7.
7.
Oh.
All right.
Yo.
5. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are killing it.
I've never been
Um,
in a school before. It's as overwhelming for me as well. I'm just trying to not show it.
When you're just like, fucking books, what the hell?
What the fuck? What the fuck? I lived in the woods. What the fuck?
What is any of this shit?
At least you had other people that look like you to talk to.
Yeah.
There is no office that you find. It seems the space has been cleared out pretty thoroughly. For you, Raina, you do notice kind of as you're walking past on a bookshelf, a book with his name on it. Kind of snag it as you're walking past, very nonchalantly. It's entitled "Covering the Lack of Abjuration with Conjuration." And it's basically a discussion about how if you don't have protection magics, you can instead compensate for it by utilizing things like magical allies or objects that can act as shields or things like that.
Cool. I was about to say, I'm like, I have no training in Arcana, so none of this means anything to me.
Oh yeah, you barely get through like the preface before you're just like, yeah, okay, nope.
I'm gonna give this to Morgan because this don't.
Morgan doesn't even register you're there, dude. Fair warning. Do not try and hand him things.
Oh no,
You're-
not like
you're
actually
never-
right now.
Okay.
For those of you looking for like a portrait, it takes until you get to like the staff wing, where you get to like a wall of different portraits of the professors throughout the years. There's a wall dedicated entirely to all the archmages, and there's another one dedicated to like either recently deceased or recently retired faculty. And you do see among the retired faces one that specifically calls out the professor. And you see this very aged-looking man, probably in his older years, half elven, completely bald. Very dark skin, probably of wood elven descent, if you had to guess. Green eyes and a little goatee that kind of comes down just to above his chest bone. Completely white for the goatee. And he's also, one of the other things to note, bespectacled. He's got glasses.
Nerd.
Okay, we got a face.
At least we know what he looks like now.
Honestly, in that way, I do. If I see Morgan's kind of zoning out, I do want to nudge him and point out the portrait, because if we do a cipher on him knowing what he looks like is really important.
Oh yeah. So, just because we heard enough from our son about this, out of curiosity, is there a reason that Goldie retired, or?
As much as he loved the craft, I think he was just getting tired of working. From what I heard, he bought some property down in River's Edge. Very beautiful village. A lot of people like to go there for vacation or couples resorts and stuff like that. But it's a very nice area. He probably just wanted to retire in peace.
Can I make like a notice roll? Or like something? I want to roll for bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Go
that's.
See if
that was
she's
my
hiding
thinking.
anything.
Do it.
Because I don't know. I've been getting the vibe that she's been hiding something. So
for it. Sure.
would it just be notice or?
It would be notice.
All right. So I can do that. 4.
4? Nah.
Okay.
This has been very educational. This is good. This is definitely.
Lots to think about.
Ah.
Yeah.
We have one more spot on our tour, but we might be back in a couple weeks.
Okay,
What?
well, please certainly keep us in mind. You won't get the same level of expertise as you will here.
Fair enough.
Really? Thank you for your time.
Much.
Could you show me the College of Necromancy?
Certainly. It is one of our smaller colleges, but it actually gets a bit of a bad rap, and she starts walking off towards it. Necromancy is often seen as this very evil art, but I think Saeunn is working very hard to change that. Necromancy is actually a very helpful school of magic. It's not entirely dedicated strictly to the revival of the dead and controlling them and whatnot, or, the typical evil stuff that you think of. But, and she continues on her tirade as she takes you down to the Necromancy wing.
Vince
It
is
is...
channeling Alyssa right now.
And
it is...
for no other reason.
And for no other reason at all. It is a very small wing. It seems like there's not nearly as much practical application as some of the other wings you visited. A lot of it is very much like research, theory, things like that. Probably not in... While they don't have a bad mindset about necromancy, they probably aren't also in the business of digging up corpses to bring them here yet.
Ethically sourced corpses.
Yeah.
What? That's literally what I was telling you. I didn't think I'd get such a reaction. A lot of theory.
Mm-hmm.
Is this library open to the public? I would love to look around.
Not typically, but we do have a process for requests if you want to put in just a request stating, your interest in studying necromancy, as well as if it's going towards like a report or practical application or something like that, and then we can give you access to the library for a set period of time when studies aren't ongoing.
I might do that, thank you.
Of course.
Dad, and I point to Reese. I'm ready to go.
Oh my god.
Alright, well, we appreciate the tour. We'll be in contact should we decide to go with you, or...
And thank you for your time, of course. And she guides you kind of out and waves her hand, and the door's shut behind you. Have a good one.
You too.
You too.
See ya.
And as soon as we are away from the college,
I hit the ground.
Morgan just ragdolls.
Where are my peanuts?
So if I'm dad, what? No, I'm not asking. All right.
Do not. We're not. We don't need to think about it.
I mean, Craig's mom wasn't.
We don't need to think about it. Let's.
Well, I panicked the first time, and so I wanted to make sure it all fit together to write the story. But then I realized after saying it that might not have been the right way to do it.
I think you just did the opposite. What you just gave that woman so much to talk about in wherever she congregates with her coworkers.
Yeah. But
Okay.
we did learn a good bit about who we're finding, no?
Got a
We
face?
know what he looks like. We
Got a
know
place?
where he is, roughly.
And we know he can bring in friends. And is in fact adept at it. Not
Yes.
something
Right.
to sneeze at.
Yeah, I don't know much anything about the magic, but magical allies, conjuration, is that? I know what the word conjure is, so is that is that creating things, or?
I'm familiar with the school. I use some of its magic. But yes, it's sometimes it's making something from nothing, other times it's pulling things from elsewhere. Oh, which
You
is more
remember-
summoning, not quite conjuration, but related schools.
Do you remember when Morgan
bluff.
brought in that big... The fuck? Do you remember when Morgan brought in that big crow creature?
Oh
To fight
man,
the
yeah,
Lucy?
I still once in a while have nightmares about that.
But no, he's very
Conjuration.
nice. He's very
I-
nice.
I believe you. It is just
He likes to
that
bake.
was-
Mm.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. So, if this is a very skilled professor in that, that's good to think about when confronting.
And absolutely, we need to be on our guard. So
I
this
just remembered.
definitely will not be as easy as the last one.
I
Yeah.
just remembered what all this was for.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
We don't know anything about him.
True. But I have a feeling that no matter what questions we asked, we weren't really gonna get any damning information while on a tour.
They have a reputation to uphold.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And you know what? People have double lives.
Mm.
Also
Very
true.
well could be that
Also
they
true.
don't know anything. If he's doing anything, he must be doing something nefarious, is what I'm thinking. But they could very well not know about it.
Yeah.
If he is good at it. That's what we're going to
just-
find out.
All right. So are we okay heading to River's Edge?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
am.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And
We'll do some more digging once we get there.
Yeah. We're going to have
I
to.
don't think it will matter.
All right. Onwards.
Mm-hmm.
Onwards.
You make your way out of Mornstar. The sounds of the crowded city slowly fading behind you as you come to your senses in the quiet of nature once again. You begin making your way south towards River's Edge. Over the duration of your travel, is there any interactions, anything that you would like to happen?
I just on one of our nights want to try and contact my mom again.
Okay. Same thing. Spirit roll, please.
Or again.
No.
Very emotional.
Spend a bit?
You
I already spent one, and I don't know if we're gonna be getting into a fight later. So I
Fair.
don't know if I.
You get a feeling that, number one, since you're not super well practiced yet in the arts, it's a lot hard to do a specific call for someone. But number two, distance to wherever their spirit is inhabiting also seems to play a factor.
That's what I was wondering too. Okay. Yeah. She's definitely gonna tell
On-
herself that to herself, and not the fact that the back of her head is like she doesn't want to see me. She doesn't want to see me. That negative part of her. And she's like, I'm too far away. I don't know what I'm doing.
On one of the nights, it doesn't really particularly matter. Probably not our very first night of travel, and probably not the night before we get to River's Edge. Some night in the middle. And I do want to try and be stealthy about this, so I will roll if I got him. But I'm just gonna take the rose out of my pack.
Okay.
And just like stare at it for a bit. Ultimately, I'm not doing anything with it. I'm gonna put it back, but I guess we'll see if anybody notices me first. Two.
Watch with who?
When would you have done this is the question.
Let's actually so not our first night of travel. Let's say the second night of travel.
Okay. Would it have been like before everyone goes to bed, or would it have been during,
Yeah,
like,
this
a
it would have been
watch?
like this would have been like while we're setting up, like everyone is asleep. I'm doing watch. Well, not everyone. Like obviously, I probably have a buddy doing watch with me. So, actually, no, not quite like that. But like we're definitely setting up camp.
I see you, Morgan. I see you. Yes, Morgan.
What
Like-
you got there, bud? Can I be on watch with you?
I was gonna say this is probably like when we're setting up camp, like we're bedding down for the night. We're about to figure out who's doing watches, but yeah, like
Can I be the one to catch you with your hand in the cookie jar?
anyone
we
can,
all-
I guess.
Should we all make notice rolls?
I was
Or
gonna say
can I
Reese
just
is
have it?
I already
really.
made one.
I was gonna say Reese is really
Craig's like,
nosy,
"Hey."
but I like the idea of Morgan specifically finding this.
I rolled a 2 on both my.
I'll still come for the
Ooh.
roll.
Oh, mine exploded.
You
My little
noticed.
D4 exploded.
Yeah, if y'all want to make notice rolls, feel free to. You don't have to if you don't want to.
7.
7.
Is this a 4 or a 1?
I also
It's
got a
That's
7.
5. I got a
Okay.
I have a +2 to my notice roll, so I don't think there's any way I couldn't have seen it.
I
Yeah.
also have a +2 to my
That's-
notice rolls.
Fucking fair.
So I probably wouldn't have seen it. One of them would have.
What'd you say you got, Morgan? 5. That is still a success.
Mhm.
So, Brynja, you said you got 2s on both your
Yeah,
dice.
I got 2. Yeah.
So Brynja is the only one who doesn't notice.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I got a lot in my head too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. I rolled a 1 and a 2. On my stealth roll. But yeah, like just stare at it, and then she is eventually just gonna put it back. And then go back to setting up her bedroll or whatever.
I say nothing.
Same.
Okay.
You gonna call me out, Craig, or you gonna say nothing?
I'm
All of you but me share a knowing glance.
Yeah, just
We'll throw it away.
I am assuming Morgan and Reyna have a watch together.
Sure.
If Morgan has anything to say. If not,
Yeah, because Raina is not picky about her watch buddy, so she's like, whoever, it's fine.
Well, honestly, usually Morgan is one of the few that can do it on his own because of Arthur.
yeah.
So I think he actually intentionally put himself here.
Fine by me.
And so, look, I'm not very good at lying. I'm just gonna come out and say it. I saw you with the rose earlier.
Right.
Have you used it yet?
No. Honestly, I don't even know if I'm going to. I've just been thinking about a lot of things, is all, and I don't know. I guess I was just looking at like what I took it out, and I don't even know what I would say.
If you ever
Or
wanted...
what I would want. But
Yeah. At the end of the day, she is another one of them. We wouldn't know how much she said was true.
Jesus.
If you did want that, and you need a backup, I don't know, for whatever it's worth.
I appreciate it. But like I said, that's just lots of things on my mind, and so I wasn't. I don't know. That's the at the end of the day all this is. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm honestly not even sure what would happen if any of us did like summon her. Like what? I don't know why she left it to us.
Could be another manipulation tactic. Apparently she's famous for those. Could be... It's not this, but I suppose it could be an olive branch.
I mean, she was right about Saeunn, but I think we all knew that she was going to be right about her.
Being right doesn't make her good. But it might make her useful. I don't know.
You and me both.
What do you think, Arthur?
He's kind of like nuzzles down on your shoulder.
You're not a spy for one of the Flark here, are you? You tell me?
Not a spy.
That's what the spy would say, though.
Wait,
How do we know?
what? What? Oh, I forgot. They...
You gave Julian a crisis, not Morgan. You gave Julian a crisis. Congrats.
Why the fuck is this bird talking?
Arthur speaks. Morgan just.
He's done it before.
I know, I just forgot.
Short-circuited there.
Yeah.
I don't know, Morgan. That's exactly what the spy would say.
No, this one has kind eyes. See?
Abyss, beady eyes.
I will take your word for it.
Cute crow-like eyes, I think is what you're trying to say. Like little truffles.
I will take your word for it.
Well, good night. Don't summon a god while I'm gone.
You do the same.
Honk shoe.
Morning eventually comes. And you continue on your travels.
Woo!
Oh, how many vigor rolls do I gotta make?
2, please.
Okay.
Can I keep going with the healing her thing?
Yeah,
Seriously,
absolutely.
how many points are you wasting on me every night?
3.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, but he's
Okay.
got like a billion, so it's fine.
We
Yeah.
should. No, I have 15. That sounds like a lot. It's not that much.
I was gonna say every time Morgan does that, I'll just do darkness, dispel it, do an arcane protection, and then a detect arcana on Morgan.
I'm gonna heal you.
I got a 5 and a 6.
5 and a 6? Okay, you're good.
Okay.
I was saying something I don't remember. Anyway, continue. Oh yeah, we should have tactically, actually, on a meta sense, we should have tactically had her drink, so she could get rid of her thing.
Yeah.
For the moment.
Yeah.
Eventually, you cross where the river splits, and you can see the village of River's Edge in the distance. It's a very nice village. It's definitely been tailored to be more of like a touristy location, so everything's very well kept. There's a lot of very nice properties. You can see kind of off to the side in the distance, butting up against one of the other splits in the river, is this larger property that's fenced in, and then on the other side where you're closest to, you can see what appears to be an inn or a tavern of some kind, and it appears that it's butted right up next to the river. This is probably the location that the greeter was talking about at the college.
Mm.
I heart gentrification.
No.
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 No, but
Probably a coffee shop around here with exposed brick. Bunch of winches
Probably.
and beanies.
Are there any newer looking buildings?
The larger property that I mentioned definitely looks like it's one of the newer properties in the area.
Mm. So, the question is, do we just go right in, or do we ask some questions first?
If we asked questions, would it change what we needed to do?
I mean, I think we just
You
go in.
okay?
We just find a place to stay and we look around.
What's on your mind, Morgan?
Nothing that matters. I start walking.
the first, and I look at Raynans when he's walking. The first time you took down someone,
He is not a fan of this.
I remember how upset he was.
I also remember
Give me a moment with him.
Sure.
And I'm going to try and catch up to Morgan.
Anyway, Arthur, I'm thinking maybe you should try peeling the potatoes yourself next time. I've seen you go through quite a few of those, and let me just say, it was. I think that little bird you were talking to got a little scared. I think it was alarming. Yes, I do.
Bread bowl.
I also want a bread bowl.
Yes.
Maybe the people at the tavern will make one for us. Can you say wenches?
God.
Bread bowl.
Wait. Close enough. Close enough.
You seem upset.
I mean, he can't say wenches, but he can say bread bowl just fine. We might be able to string a whole sentence together soon.
Morgan, you said before at the tour you're not good at lying.
I mean, I think he will be able to say more than just bread bowl. It's not a lie.
We had a conversation before where you had mentioned not wanting to become a monster. Is that in terms of what we have to do, or is that about that specific moment?
I care about my friend, and I want her to be okay. And it's not her fault that she has these needs. But also, we don't... At what point do we stop? Do we just keep killing people we know nothing about? Who are not involved in this at all?
Part of the reason I said we can still ask around.
Well, that
See
doesn't
what-
change anything, though. Knowing if they're guilty or innocent doesn't change things, because it just makes me the arbiter of whatever comes next. It doesn't matter if they were guilty or not.
I have no memory to base this off of. But the feeling comes to me every time that at least knowing the why of it is still important.
But what if you find out the why? There's nothing there. What if you killed someone as fuel for someone else, and they were a perfectly loving father?
And that would be a breach of contract, isn't it?
No. Besides,
Right.
who decides
From what I can-
who's innocent or guilty? It's someone else, the contract person. We don't need to talk about this anymore. There's nothing information will change to make me feel any better or worse. I just want to get what we need to get done and move on from here. Thank you for checking up on me, though.
Yeah. I just more want you to know that you questioning is not a problem with it. After all, you questioning and making sure that every deal that we make is on the up and up is how we kept Brynja from pledging her service. And it's how we help Frostwind, isn't it?
It's not always the questioning I'm concerned about. I go back towards the town. Bread bowl.
Bread bowl.
Bread bowl.
I'll let him walk it.
You all eventually make your way into town, and I assume you're going to the tavern first.
Yeah. Need to get rooms for the night.
Yeah.
You find
That's
this
probably
very
a
Sampo
couple.
too.
you find a
probably
very
two.
well-kept structure. It's called the Pond Hopper. It's very nice. Entering inside, it seems like it's more of a spa than it is a tavern, honestly.
Spa
Um,
Hey!
And then we'll go kill this guy.
The main area itself kind of opens up into this larger space where a majority of the tables and the people sit. But beyond that is this completely open wall that looks out to the river itself. And you can just barely see kind of over the side as you get close to the river, these small pools that kind of sit on the side of the hill that funnel down into the river.
Nice.
Let's see if we can get rooms for the night. They
For
have-
probably two, because we can do like
Yeah.
recon and then tomorrow.
Unless we have to skip town real quick.
Oh, that's true. You're right.
Start with
Let's
one.
budget for an emergency getaway.
So yeah, we'll say one for now, and if we need more, we'll pay for more. But let's say one for now.
Okay.
Doug, shut the fuck up.
Are
Listen,
there are there
I'm
five
not
rooms
saying all
available?
these squares make a circle, but they're kind of going in a loop.
Like a pond?
Hello. I have no idea what's happening.
Twitch chat.
Oh, you when you're older.
Well, I will pay for the rooms tonight if there's 5 available.
Okay. Yeah,
However
you make your
many
way up to
there
the
is.
counter. You see this half-elven man, probably earlier in his years, maybe in his 20s or 30s. This sandy brown hair, green eyes, very light skin. And he just notices your approach. Ah, good evening. Welcome to the Pond Hopper, and welcome to River's Edge. Might I ask the purpose of your visit? You here for spa day? Are you passing through? Is it, he kind of looks past you, romantic getaway?
Passing
I
through,
think
but taking a
medical,
rest.
right?
This is a
Medical?
great place. This is a great place to rest, we heard. So what better place to take a break from our travels than here, right?
Well, I'm glad you came. It is an excellent place to relax, yes.
Do you have any rooms available? Just one night.
For one night, how many rooms?
5?
There is no war in Bossing City.
It's giving Judy. It's giving.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Come here to forget about the outside world. 5? You have one?
5 rooms? Yes, of course. Sorry, one second. 5 rooms should be pretty easy to do. We're currently in our off season, just prior to flowers bloom, and winter's always very popular as well, so we have plenty of rooms available. Just for one night, you said?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. For the 5 rooms for one night, that will be 10 gold, please.
Places ready. I got it. All right.
Damn.
I give him 10 gold.
It's expensive.
Damn, these rooms
Must
better
have a
be
room
nice.
service.
They better come with a heated towel. Like
There better be a goddamn mint on my pillow when I get to work.
As he like shifts the gold over the counter and starts getting keys out. As part of your stay, all visits to the spa are of course included. If you have any additional amenities that you need, those will be an upcharge. However, we do also serve various beverages and meals. Mostly only snacks are ad hoc. We have scheduled meal times for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So whenever you feel the need or get snacky, we can of course offer something. But the main courses will be around. I think in the morning we run it from about 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. For lunch runs from about 11 to 1, and then for dinner we have that open a little bit longer from around 4 p.m. all the way through 8 p.m.
Bro,
When
we
did
are
this
getting
dog
pampered.
And heard
Yo.
white noise. Like I know Raina's life's on the line. I know she's technically dying again, but hear me out. We take a day. We have
take
a
a day.
spa day. And
Yeah.
then after we get like our manis and petties done, then we kill the professor.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's the fucking plan. Are you
Oh,
kidding
yeah.
me?
Yep.
Yes,
We-
that's the
This
plan.
shit
Even
before
Raina's
we
like,
get out of
we
town.
can murder
My boss
later.
can chill for a day.
You-
And I will
you-
tell her, give
you
me
waited-
one fucking day, alright? I'm in the same area as the dude. Give me a fucking second.
Yeah,
You
we
waited like a couple weeks last time, like right? Like the last one was a bit.
Yeah,
long.
we waited quite a bit.
Yeah,
They'll let
like-
they'll let you know when it's being
Yeah,
like,
she'll let me know when
"Alright."
it's time. She'll
Yeah.
let me
Yeah.
know when I've taken too long. It's fine.
Delivery on this
yeah,
body.
Miss Valkyrie, you sent me on a business trip. I'm using the company card.
Exactly.
Yeah. What time of day is it right now? When
It's pretty late in the evening.
Okay.
Ah.
alright,
It's about like 8 p.m. ish. So you just missed dinner.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
That's. Maybe we should do 2 days.
Yeah, you know what? I'm
Take
down.
that
I'm
much
down for 2
time
days.
to
I'll
find
cover the second night. I got you.
The guy behind the
I got you, I'll
counter,
cover
he's
it.
like, just so you're aware, 3 days plus also gets discounted rates.
Well, shit.
We're never leaving this fucking city.
We're never
3
leaving.
days.
Campaign over. Campaign over. We're retiring.
I'll buy a house.
Put us down for 3 days. We deserve a. I fucking want a spa. Pardon my language. I need
We're
this.
not even decent enough to not talk about this in
No.
front of the cash.
I could very much use a spa day or two. I would be very okay with this.
3 days.
3 days.
Does someone want to like split the third day with or I can
Well,
do
how
that for
how
another
much?
10.
He said
Oh, yeah,
third
Yeah,
day
get
gets
the
a discount.
discounted rates.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So 3 whole days.
For 3 whole days, you would be looking at. Oh shit.
Maybe we should. We have other things to do. Maybe we should keep it down to 1 day. Maybe. No. Never mind.
What?
3 days would be 25 gold. So it basically just cuts half price off of your 3rd day.
Oh, yo, that'd be 5 gold a pop. I feel like we can split that, no problem.
Is that cool? I'm
If
okay with
everyone's
still.
okay splitting.
I already paid 10, so if like whoever is low doesn't want to pay or something, I'm fine with that.
Was Morgan like actually saying keep it to 1 day?
Yeah, because we have to get a lot of places before we go to the other realm.
Well,
We have things to do.
yes, and normally I would say that, but Morgan, I will say, after everything that's happened to us the last few months, when are we going to have a moment to relax?
Snacks are ad hoc, right?
Yes, of
There we
course.
go.
I'm fine.
Okay, you pay the 10, I'll pay 15. I'll pay the other 15.
Cool.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, y'all are basically at the Norse equivalent of an all-inclusive resort right now.
This is
Yes!
damn. All right.
More
We
like
did-
all exclusive, am I right?
We just went to a place that people go on honeymoons and retire to.
Yeah.
I just finished watching
Are we in Santa
season.
Fe?
I just watched. I just watched. Corey and I just watched season 1 of White Lotus, and so I am like, this is
Okay, later. We're talking about that later.
later. But anyway, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, here we go. Here we go.
Is this a White Lotus?
I hope not, but
Well, actually,
like-
if it is a White Lotus, then we're just spoiled to the ending because we know who's dying.
season 1 at least.
He passes
That
all
was
the
not
keys
a
over the
knock.
counter.
Ooh. Oh, and this is an actual key. Not just, I don't have to like jimmy open my own door. That's so nice. Cool.
Oh, no, yeah, no, I'm absolutely heading up to my. This is like the nicest place we have ever stayed, and probably the nicest establishment Reina specifically has ever been in. I am.
Same.
I am
kinda-
absolutely checking out my new digs.
Yeah, if it's that late in the day, I think it's just like let's go and rest, and we'll meet up for breakfast in the morning.
Sounds good.
You make your way up to your rooms, and they're pretty lavish. The rooms that are looking towards the river, they have this big set of like double doors that open up to a small balcony. The other side just kind of has this really nice view both of this village and then also the Midland Mountains beyond that, way on the other side of the rivers.
Peasants.
The beds are like those like really like fancy like circular beds.
Yo!
Again, Did one of us get the honeymoon suite, or?
You didn't specify you were there for a
Yeah.
romantic getaway, so you did not.
Oh, we
Yeah.
could have gotten something good.
God
Damn it!
damn it!
Damn it!
But as you each settle down in your lavish rooms and prepare for a nice stay of relaxation, that's where we'll take our break.
Sick.
We'll be back in a few minutes. See you in a bit.